Alright guys, today I'm going to talk about some knives that I'm in the process of testing, and some of these are going to be giveaways when I'm done, and a couple of them are going to go to some other smaller channels so they can do what they do with them. Some channels that I watch. We'll get started with this. This was given to me. I'm pretty sure this is a this year model of a Smith & Wesson. It is 8CR13 on bearings. The only bad thing about this is it's kind of heavy, but I haven't tested one of those before. I have no idea who makes them. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out and see what it'll do. A newer Kershaw. This is from this year. Tractor Supply happens to have these. I had money back at Tractor Supply, so this cost me almost nothing. It's your basic Kershaw shuffle. The only problem with it is unlike other Kershaws, this thing is pretty dull. I only made a couple of cuts with it, and it is pretty hard to force through cardboard or anything else. 8CR13. Good to compare it against this. See what's what with it. This little roper. It's a little Sodbuster Jr. type lockback. I forget. I think it's called the Pecos Bill or something like that. This is the stainless version, not the 1065 carbon version. Test this little thing. See if it's any good or not. Or is it more like Ozark Trail quality? Some CJRB D2. Now this isn't newer. This thing was on sale years ago. I bought this a year or more before I moved. Just never did anything with it. Kind of forgot that I even had it. Good thing about this one's actually sharp. This CJRB Caldera. Now, CJRB did actually send me this one at least a year ago to do testing on, and I just never got around to it. I'll talk about it when I actually test it. Is RPM9. I do have some recent RPM9 coming, and I think I'm going to compare that and this at the same exact time. This little Kobalt in D2. I don't recall what these were when they came out. When I picked this up though, a few months ago, it was $14. Curious to see how it does. Is the D2 any good? Does it even cut like D2? The big downside I see with it is not only is it a stainless steel liner lock with stainless steel liners, so for a little knife, this thing is pretty heavy. And last, anyone who's been in Home Depot has seen these. I have no idea what the steel is. I believe these are somewhere in the $6 to $7 range. I just picked this up pretty much just to see, would this be a good alternative scraper to the one I use. It's not very thick, but for the price, I'm going to use it as a scraper, pry with it, and see what happens to it. It's okay. Out of all these here, this definitely feels like the cheapest knife by far. This is some of what's coming. Most of this, like I said, a lot of these are going to be giveaways after I test them, and a couple I am going to pass on. What I decide to pass on yet, I have some pretty good ideas of what I'm going to pass on and see how it goes. I'll let you guys know as they come. Let me know which ones you'd like to see in what order. Most of these, by the time you see this video, I'll be well on the way to working on. That's all I have for this one. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.